Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I will be doing a full week of workouts. This is my current split, this is what works for me, and if you guys are just interested in seeing it or need some help, then keep on watching. Before we get started, I will show y'all my pre-workout and the creatine that I take if y'all are interested in that. And yeah, so I think that's it. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay guys, so this is currently the outfit that I have on. That's Luca right there, little cutie. Anyways, this top, I believe this top is from Shein, however you want to pronounce it. And then these are navigation. These are so cute. And then I paired them with just some basic Vans, just because I do like to have a flat surface whenever I'm lifting. And then I have my hair pulled back because I have all my oils in, so that way when I get home I can just shower and not have to like wait, you know? What? Now we're ready for leg day, and yeah. Okay, this is the last thing that I wanted to show you guys. So this is the creatine that I take, and then this is the pre-workout that I'm currently taking right now. I do switch off flavors sometimes, but pina colada has been my absolute favorite. Like, I just love that flavor so much. But sour candy is also really good, and fruit punch is also really good. Fruit punch for creatine is my go-to baby. Love these products so much. Code Anna Workouts if you want to try any of these products or anything Legion. Alrighty guys, so Mondays I like to start off with a glute focused workout. So the first exercise I'm doing are some beast stance hip thrusts supersetted with some regular hip thrusts, and I do 5 sets of 8 on each leg for this set or exercise. And for this movement you don't need a lot of weight. As you can see, I'm only doing 1 plate, just because this is a glute imbalanced workout, which means it just focuses on one muscle at a time. So I really like that because I struggle a lot with muscle imbalance. And you want to make sure that you're going slow and controlled so that way you feel the burn. The next exercise I'll be doing are some beast stance RDLs, and these are also glute imbalanced focused. And I do 4 sets of 8 to 10 on each leg. And you want to make sure that whenever you're doing these, you are putting all your weight on the working leg and you're pulling your hips back and slightly bending your knees to get that nice big stretch on the glute rather than your hammies. So I didn't record my step-ups, but I did superset step-ups with glute-focused Bulgarian split squats. And in order to make these glute focused, you want to make sure that you're leaning slightly forward and pulling your hips back, just like in an RDL. And I did 4 sets of 8 on both exercises, just because this definitely killed me. And then I like to finish off with a cable kickback variation. So I do 3 sets of 12 for this movement. On the first kickback, I kicked at a slight angle out, and then this kickback, I'm just kicking like a donkey kickback, which is straight back. And here is the pump. Alrighty guys, so now it's Tuesday, and this is my favorite upper body day. I've really been loving back day again, so I'm happy. But the first exercise that I like to start with are some vertical rows, and I only do 1 set of 8 on this, and I go slow and controlled just to activate my lats. And I don't do a lot of weight because then it turns into a back and by movement. I'm just strictly focusing on my lats. And then the second exercise that I do are some barbell rows. I am not very strong in these. As you can see, I'm only doing 25 pounds on each side, but I always say that form over weight is more important, because how embarrassing is it when you're lifting a bunch of weight and you can't even lift it properly. So I like to do 4 sets of 8 on this. If I can go for more reps, I do push myself to go for more reps. I don't just like stop at 8. Okay, so the next exercise I like to do are some Synergy Pro Style lat pull downs, but with the straight bar, just because there's different types of Synergy Pro Style lat bars. And I do one set of 12, the second set of 10 reps, the third set 8 reps, and then the fourth set is 6 to 8 reps. And I do increase the weight every single set. I love using the slap bar just because you really do feel that nice big stretch whenever you're performing the exercise, so I would definitely say that this is one of my top 3 faves. And now I'm just drinking water because you gotta stay hydrated. And I really wanted to show y'all this angle of me doing my last set just because I struggle and you should be struggling too on your last set, and my facial expressions are not pretty, so. Okay, so the next exercise I like to do are some V-bar pull downs. I love these because they really do work your middle back and you really do feel the squeeze on these things. I like to do, again, the same style of set as the last exercise, so I like to do one set of 12, the second set of 10, the third set of 8, and then the fourth set of 6 to 8. Remember that you should always be pushing yourself till failure, and even if my rep range is 12, if I can go for 13, I'm going to push myself to go for 13. If I can only get to 11, that's fine. But as long as you're pushing yourself, that's all that matters. And then the next exercise I'm doing are just some regular lat pull downs with your typical lat bar. And for these, I like to do the same style of working sets. So one set of 12, the second set of 10, the third set of 8, and then the fourth set of 6 to 8. And remember that you're always increasing your weight each set. One tip that I can give y'all for any type of lat pull down is whenever you're about to go down, roll your shoulders up and then roll them back, so that way you contract your lats and you really get that nice big squeeze. And then another thing is, whenever people first start off doing lat pull downs, they tend to stand or sit straight and they don't move their body. As you can see, I'm going forward and then a little back, kind of arching my back a little bit just to get that nice big stretch on your lats. So the next exercise that I did were some seated single arm lat rows, and I did 4 sets of 10 for this exercise. Again, you are pushing yourself till failure, and if you can go up in weight, you're more than welcome to. However, for me, I find that this weight is already really challenging for me. And then lastly, I'd like to finish off with the Synergy Pro Style lat bar, but for seated rows. So I switched out the bars and I used this one, and for this one I believe I also did 4 sets of 10. Alrighty guys, so I am literally burning up, but I know it's gonna be cold outside, so yeah. But anyways, I'm wearing a little TLF jacket, and then I have a women's best long sleeve crop top, and then I have some navigation shorts in gray, and then some Nike blazers. Ready to hit some chest, so I'm excited. Alrighty, so I like to start off my chest days with some barbell bench press, and I do 1 set of warm-up and then 4 sets of like working sets. And the first set of warm-up is just about 10 reps just with the bar, just to get my shoulders going. I do warm up my shoulders, so make sure you warm up your shoulders. And then the rest of my sets are usually between the reps of 6 to 12. Just again, I go till failure. Okay, so the second exercise is some dumbbell incline bench press. I prefer this over using the machine with the barbell, just because you're able to rotate your wrists and keep your elbows in, which I really like. And I was very weak this week because it's the week before my lady mode. So 35s are feeling like 50s, but that's okay. As long as you're pushing yourself, that's all that matters. And I did 4 sets of 6 to 12 reps. So now I'm moving on to machine work. This is called a bench press machine. I would slightly disagree with that just because I feel like, yes, it is sort of a bench press machine, but it targets your upper chest. And I did 4 sets of 6 to 12 reps on this exercise. Now I'm moving on to machine cable flies, but for chest, you can also use this machine for your lats, but I'm just using it for chest right now. And I like to do about 12 to 15 reps and 4 sets. And for this exercise, you want to have a slight elbow bend because if you keep your arms straight, chances are you will feel it more on your shoulders and not on your chest. And it also helps with that squeeze if you have that slight elbow bend. The next exercise I like to do are some dumbbell chest raises, and this targets your upper chest. And I like to do 4 sets of 10 for these. Again, if you can go higher, you're welcome to do that. I ended up doing 11 reps for this because I felt like I could do one more. Now I'm finishing with some push-ups to failure. And this day I only did 3 sets, but typically I would do 4 sets till failure. But I was just feeling really weak this day, so your girl was struggling. Look at her. Look at her go. Okay. And we finally made it to Friday. I am so happy. I love leg day. This leg day was glute and quads focused. No matter what kind of leg day it is, I will always start off with B stance hip thrust, supersetted with regular hip thrust, just because I'm not glute dominant, so I always need to show them some love. 5 sets of 8 for each leg. Then I moved on to some barbell squats, and I did 5 sets of 6 for this exercise just because I was feeling very weak this day. I was so tired, and for some reason everything just felt so heavy that day. But I still pushed myself and just try to focus on form and really feeling it in my quads and my glutes. Now I'm doing some single leg press, glute focus. So what that basically means is I'm just putting my foot up higher on the platform, so that way I get that nice big stretch on my glute. And I did 4 sets of 8 for each leg on this exercise. Now, what I didn't tell you is that it is a superset. So I supersetted it with some heel elevated goblet squats to forward lunge. And I did 6 total. So what that means is I did like you go down like that, and then you go down again, and then you go back down, which I'm about to do, and then you go down again. That is 1 rep, okay? I did 6 reps of that and 4 sets supersetted with the single leg press. And it will definitely kill you and your quads. I did not feel my quads the following day. So normally I would finish off my quad days with some leg extensions on the machine, but the machine was taken by a super cute old man and I was not going to fight him for it. So I said, you know what? Let me just do Bulgarians. I'm joking, by the way. But let me just do some Bulgarians. And for this exercise, you want to make sure that you kind of keep your chest up, like I am right there. You're not going to be completely straight, because also that's like bad for your lower back. But this is what I would consider straight. So I did 4 sets of 8 for this exercise, and I was dead. I literally was dead. The last exercise that I like to finish off my leg days with are some plate elevated cable kickbacks. And I do 2 different styles of cable kickbacks for this variation. I like to do one where I am slightly angled when I kick back. So when I'm kicking back, I'm not kicking straight back, I'm kicking at a slight angle. And then the next exercise will be a donkey kickback, which basically means you're just kicking straight back like a donkey. And I like to do 3 sets of 12 for each leg on this exercise. And now we just admire the pump. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys had fun. And if you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more of me. And as always, I love y'all so much, and I will see you on my next one.